proudly sponsored by MTK Global, William Hill. We have Anthony Joshua. How are you, mate?
KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at the Joshua Parker press conference here.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Anthony Joshua. How are you? Who are you?
I'm good, man. It's been a
Do
while.
you know what I was going to say? Loads of people tweet me going, you probably won't get interviewed by Anthony Joshua anymore. Because you gave it to me on Twitter.
What did I tell you?
You told me to shut the hell up, but in a more...
So why? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm going to,
Go on. Go on.
So what do you mean when you say, oh, the real Anthony Joshua showing himself now?
I didn't mean it in the way that you took it.
Okay.
I didn't mean it as in, fake Anthony Joshua, this is the real one.
Yeah,
I just meant it's an expression. I was saying, this is what I want to see. This is Anthony Joshua now. He's giving it to, he's woke up in the morning, had them shreddies, he's giving it to everyone. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But then I think, I don't know if you got out the wrong side of the bed.
Nah, I was...
you gave me 3,000 followers, so... Do you know how many people? Do you know my mum runs me?
From Sri Lanka.
No, she lives in
Essex. All right, cool.
She lives in Essex.
Yeah.
She lives in Essex. She said, what's the problem with you and Anthony? Like,
So
all her friends had rung her and said,
oh,
no. Twitter. I said, Mum, it's cool.
Ain't it crazy, right? The dynamic of people that are interested in what's going on at the minute. Like, mum, her friends would call her, or my friends could call my mum and be like, what's happened? But you know, it was good, it's banter, it gets the attention of people. Once in a while, it was good.
No, but people generally thought that you were like...
I was a bit, to be fair. Nah, I'm joking, it's all banter. But it was that. He showed the real you, so I was like...
What's he going on about?
Who the fuck?
I didn't tag you in it at all, I was bottle jobbed. I was like, yeah, gonna see this.
Nah, but it was good though.
How did you think the press conference went today?
I didn't know which way it was going to go, but honestly, due to let's reverse a bit. When I first started, you don't say too much. You know, I'm not in a position to talk much, but now I feel like we're here. This is a unification fight, a second unification fight. So I thought, yeah, let's talk this one up a bit. And due to the fact that their team were holding press conferences in New Zealand and stuff like that, I thought, yeah, these lot are going to have a lot to say. But they were respectful. So I didn't know how to take it. So I kind of said what I said. I'm confident, definitely confident, but I wasn't cocky with it. I just said what I said. I'm confident of beating Parker. And I just can't afford to lose. It's not that I need to win. I can't even afford to lose.
They actually had a press conference to highlight reasons why you're, in their words, glass or whatever, however you want to call it, why you're could be knocked out, or I don't even understand the actual purpose of it, but they were kind of highlighting the evidence
all my
in their
weaknesses,
words.
yeah. And yeah, I addressed that on the stage. The points that were real, the Europeans, Price, I addressed that, and we addressed the fight with Klitschko to the public. But I just said, don't be like other people and try and use it as like a marketing tool. I said, if you're going to talk about it, let's talk facts. And I said, I'll address each of them for you now. And that's what it was. And it kind of disarmed Higgins a bit, with all due respect, because there wasn't much else to talk about. But it is what it is, right? As I said, is that you can hit me if you keep me down. Take my hat off to you. But if you don't, then you got problems. I'm gonna keep on coming. No one's done it where they kept me down. And that's what I addressed. I said, you're going to have problems because you say he's tough, Parker's tough. What else did they say? He's durable. He's a champion. I said, it's funny because you're looking at everything he is in me. So he's going to be facing someone very similar to what you claim he is. So it'll be a good fight for sure.
What do you make of Higgins? I mean,
he's good. Today. Parker needs him. He's
okay.
Good. He's good. He adds to the fuel. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not only Parker that's talking. He's got Higgins talking, Kevin talking. They're all good for each other. Now I can see, right? I watched the press conference with Huey, and I see that part where Peter had got up.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what he said. He got mad, and I was thinking, who is this? Who is this geezer? And I can see why, because he is good at, he can get under people's skin.
I think of his own admission, he'd had a few drinks that day as well. So.
Yeah. He's intelligent as well. He's got a good way with words, you know. So yeah, I can see why. So he is good for the Parker team for sure.
Back to Cardiff, back-to-back fights now at the Principality Stadium, expecting another high, 80, 90,000 crowd. So, yeah.
I just think, like, as you said, like, what I learned is that, like, when I first started, people might have thought I was earning dough or selling out stadiums. I'll be completely honest with you. Even King, when I told King what I was earning for my first fight, my first 10 fights, she was like, what? So how was you paying Fernando sometimes? Like, when the team would be like, we'll go Fernando. He said, how did you manage to pay Fernando? Because I'm quite like, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, they'll pay for me, I pay for them. So he's just like, he was baffled. So it's like, it's great, but the reason why we are doing 80,000 supporters coming up and so on is because I think you have to fight the right fights to get the right attention. So like, this is a big fight, man. It's history. Undefeated. 2 fights who are world champions fighting in Britain. That's history. I've defended the title, the heavyweight championship title, a British fighter the most times in history. Back to the Principality Stadium. Touch wood, I win, and I fight Wilder next. That fight is lined up to make boxing, not British, boxing history, to become the first to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
In an ideal world for you, is that your next fight, touch wood, everything goes well for you?
I don't even like to talk too much because it's just the same old, but yeah, because as I said, after the Takam fight, after the Wilder fight, Wilder's fight was before or after mine? Who fought first?
Wilder.
Did Wilder fight remain before me?
First, yes. Yeah.
You saying yeah in the corner?
Oh, actually, no, because you fought at the back end of October. It might be this week after.
A week after, so I'm chilling, and he was like, I'm down to you, Wilder, bomb, Alabama power, baby. WBC heavyweight champ of the world. Boss! So we hear all of that shit. And then I hear, I've been chasing Anthony Joshua for I was like, fam, I was in camp for the last 4 months. I didn't hear a peep. So I'm ringing Eddie like, have you heard anything about me fighting Wilder? Has he sent over any No. Is there anything that's been? No. Ring Rob. No. So I said, all right, cool. So we get in touch. And it's a fight that's realistic. Now we've addressed the situation. But that's why I don't like talking about it too much because like, I've reached out, I'm serious. And I didn't know if he was serious or not because he mentioned it on live TV and I thought he must be interested. So let me see what's going on. And nothing had been said. So, as I said, like it could have been Wilder or Parker up on that table right now, but I respect Parker's team because they're here. And as I said, it's a second heavyweight championship unification fight in less than a year. That's big. That's big business, big news. And I'm serious about cementing my spot in boxing history.
You believe Wilder will beat Ortiz on March the 3rd?
If I'm honest, and I'm not a hater, I think he will. Do you know why? Remember, Wilder's had, 40-odd fights? Over 35 fights? That's a lot of experience, man. You know what I mean? You can take a lot away from having 40-odd fights in a professional career. So even though he may not have fought the opponents people want him to fight, and this is his first real test after a long period of time, I just think that he has the confidence in him now over the period of time. They managed him well, built up his confidence, and he's at a stage now where he's improved as a fighter. So I think he is very capable of beating Luis Ortiz.
What did you make of Dylan Whyte and Lucas Brown fighting on the 24th of March?
Big news. Big news. I'm all for it. It's good. It's good for Dylan as well. It's a good start to the year, for British boxing, I think. So, yeah. Oh, in terms of him fighting before me?
No, just him fighting Lucas Brown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's big news. It's big news. It's big news. What do you think?
I think it's good.
It's good, isn't it? It is good. It is good. You know what they say though? Brown. They say he may not be the best boxer, but he can punch. He's got that power to knock you out with one punch. So I know it probably takes more than that in a boxing match, but he's got the power to hurt you, apparently, Brown. And I've heard that from certain people on the circuit. So it'll be an interesting fight, man.
But that's still a fight that you see in your future, isn't it? The rematch with Dylan Whyte.
Yeah, just out of respect. It's a big fight. I like fighting Dylan, and it's a good opportunity for him as well. And providing I continue on my journey, I'll be honoured to lay out my straps to give him a chance as well at the championship belt, because Wilder didn't when he could have. Wilder didn't, so I'll do it.
And obviously, Feb the 3rd, you're promoting your first fight as well.
Co-promotion.
Co-promoting.
Yeah, with the company, Freddie, Soapbox London, with Andy, Ewan, Matchroom Boxing. It's a good little team, you know. Everyone's coming together to try and bring attention to this fight. They've just added the WBC, is it WBA? One of the two, Intercontinental title. So it's like it's boiling up, and it's good. I'm actually looking forward to it. I've done more work around that fight than I've ever done for my own, because it's good. I'm actually looking forward to this fight. I've sparred with Isaac Chamberlain. I've sparred with Lawrence. Ted Cheeseman's got a tough fight, you know.
Carson Jones, yeah.
It's a really good fight as well.
But people suggesting that this was kind of you putting the first steps into kind of breaking away on your own.
Fucking say that too loud, mate. Crazy. Leave us in the room. Nah, definitely not.
No, but this is what some people were suggesting.
I'm joking. Nah, listen, I respect Eddie for doing it, you know. Listen, what's the old saying? You can't beat him, join him. You know, we work together, man. It's brilliant opportunity for us. Brilliant opportunity, and we took it with both hands. It's not just me, my whole team. We looked at it, and we thought it would be a great opportunity for experience. So I'm honoured to be a part of it. Okay. Honestly, yeah, I'm honoured to be a part of it.
Starting off with the people you started off with, basically,
yeah,
and finishing
man.
with them as well.
Yeah, like look at how many people have tried to do it by themselves and failed. So many. So let's work together and see what we can do. You know, we've worked on our own brand, they've worked on their own brand. Matchroom, it's been here way before we have ever come into boxing. We've come together and we're achieving and we're working together. So we just thought we'll bring something together, and I think that night's going to be packed. It's going to be a really good crowd. Really good crowd. I hope the fight, I always say though, the fight has to live up to expectations. And there's a real bit of beef between Isaac and Lawrence, you know. It's not fake, this is real. This is real, British beef.
British beef.
British fucking beef, mate. Bit of bacon on top.
Right, finally.
Yeah.
I need to, obviously, every time I do speak to you, there's something about Tyson Fury that comes up. But obviously he's been on a Twitter rampage over the last few weeks.
Again?
Saying that, well, I don't know if you help. He was offering to fight you in his first fight back after being out for 2 years.
I think he's smart. Give him 2 fights, people will realise how boring he is again.
But,
you know what I'm saying? Give him 2 fights, people will realise how boring he is. Let's get straight to it. Straight down to business.
But obviously his UCAD situation is...
Still up and going?
Oh, no, that's...
Wait, let me tell you.
That's resolved now. He has to obtain a licence from the board first.
He's got good people around him, and I'm sure they'll sort it out, man. You know what I mean? All with good timing. It will all come together.
Eddie said that he spoke to you or texted you on the phone the other day. Is that true?
We talk, man. It's not like, hey, what's happening? Bloody hell, did you see that show, Graham Norton? Yeah, what do you think? Nah, none of that stuff. None of that stuff, but I'm deadly serious about fighting. I'm deadly serious too. And I see a serious man. When he's reaching out and I'm reaching out, we're both serious about getting this fight on. And that's why I say, in one side of me, I'm supporting him getting back whatever he needs. If he needs any support of him getting back, let's do it. But on the other side, as a competitor, I want to knock his block off. And that's where I land, and that's the balance of it at the minute.
But if he doesn't work with Eddie and Matchroom, do you see that fight as a realistic possibility happening?
You look at Klitschko, didn't work with Matchroom and Eddie. Parker, Molina's with Don King. I think Brazil was with Don King. No? Who's Brazil with? Al Heyman, PBC, he's with Al Heyman. Charles Martin, Al Heyman. Al Heyman as well. Yeah, I think.
So you're saying if Tyson needs to be with Frank Warren and BT Sport, that fight can still happen in your opinion?
That's not a Frank Warren or Eddie Hearn situation. That's a broadcaster situation.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. So the simple stumbling block there is who will show the fight first, who will get the live stream. Do you know what I mean? We can do it from your YouTube channel, and then we squash all problems.
Well, there's a few other YouTube channels launching, so I don't know, it could end up
Who's
on one
that?
of them. A branch of IFL, shall we say? What are you laughing at?
A branch of IFL.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, a branch of IFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see you on the Graham Norton show the other day.
Oh,
You and
what did you
Hanks.
think? Yeah, me and my mate Tommy. Yeah.
Is that the second time you've been on it as well?
Yeah, in the space of 2 weeks. They're like, get on the Graham Norton show. I don't want to go. They're like, get on. It's good though. Do you know what made me do it this time? The first time was about the Klitschko fight. And then the second time I was like, I don't want to do it. It's too soon. What am I going to talk about? But what is good is that every day, like, what can I show you on social? My training, bit of family time, what I'm working on and who I'm working with. Then when you see me next, it's probably on talking about a fight. So the good thing about the Norton show is it just gets a bit of the personality across where you're not promoting anything, you're not talking. Well, I did promote links, but you know, it's just ingrained in me now, innit? Any opportunity. But it's like you're not supposed to be promoting anything. It's just you, your personality, and you're there to have a good laugh. And when Andy mentioned that, I thought, you know what, you're right. It's just a good time to just get your personality across. And I actually enjoyed it. We had a good night that night. Real good laugh.
You and Forrest Gump, yeah.
Yeah, Forrest Gump. Yeah, it was good. It was a good crack. He's really good. A real good professional.
Did you invite him to the fight?
I didn't, cause but he said he'll be watching from America. He goes, you know what? I'm a fan of you now. He's like, I'm a fan. And I was like, yeah, I like that. I respect. I said, I've always been a fan of you, so it's good, man. But that's what it's about. That's why we do these things. It brings more attention, more eyes to boxing.
Definitely. That's when you know you cracked it as well. When you down that show, I think.
What, Graham Norton?
Yeah.
Twice. Andy, can we do it again next week? Yeah.
Right,
All
Anthony,
right, cool.
I know it's been a long day for you,
Yeah.
as every day is, I suppose. Thank you very much for talking to IFL TV.
problem,
Have you got anything else you'd like to add? Nice watch.
Have we got any beef?
Have we
Me
got
and
beef?
you, yeah.
No, I think it's all sorted out.
All right.
People can't see my hand. Yeah, don't out me on Twitter again.
Don't out me on Twitter, blood.
I didn't
you
out
mad,
you.
fam. Like your man didn't turn road on you, kind of.